Namaskar, I am Thakkar Umia. In Standard 12 Mathematics Inverse Trigonometric Functions Part 4 from Exercise 2.2, we will solve some more examples. Evaluate the following. First question is evaluate the following. First, sin inverse sin 2. We know that the range of principal value of sin inverse is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. And so, we will reduce this quantity according to this interval. Now, we know that pi is equal to 3.14 and so pi by 2 is 1.57. But here sin 2, that means 1.57 less than 2, that means 2 is not included in this interval, and so we will reduce this quantity according to this interval. Now, pi minus 2. Pi minus 2 is 3.14 minus 2, 1.14, which is less than 1.57. That means pi minus 2 is included in this interval, and we know that pi minus 2, second quadrant, and so sin inverse sin 2. Sin 2 is sin pi minus 2. Sin inverse sin pi minus 2. We can write sin pi minus 2 as sin 2 because in second quadrant sin function is positive. Now pi minus 2 is included in this interval, and so we can write sin inverse sin pi minus 2 is pi minus 2. Now third, tan inverse tan 4, and we know that the range of principal value of tan inverse is open interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, but 4 is not included in this interval. Pi by 2, that means 1.57. Now 4 minus pi, that means minus pi plus 4, minus pi plus 4, third quadrant, and in third quadrant tan function is positive, therefore we can write tan 4 is equal to tan minus pi plus 4. So tan inverse tan 4 is tan inverse tan minus pi plus 4 is equal to tan inverse tan 4 minus pi. Now after calculation we can say that 4 minus pi is included in this interval, and so we can write tan inverse tan 4 minus pi is 4 minus pi, and so answer is 4 minus pi. Now fourth, tan inverse tan minus 4, and we know that range of principal value of tan inverse is open interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Pi, that means 3.14, that means pi by 2 is 1.57. 1.57. Now minus 4 is not included in this interval, and so we can add pi in it. Now minus 4 plus pi is minus 4 plus 3.14 is minus 0.86. Minus 0.86 is included in this interval, and also tan pi minus 4 is tan pi plus minus 4, that means tan minus 4, because pi plus minus 4, that means third quadrant, and in third quadrant tan function is positive, and so we can write tan pi plus minus 4 is tan minus 4. Now tan inverse tan minus 4 can be written as tan inverse tan pi minus 4. That means pi plus minus 4. And so pi plus minus 4, that means minus 4 plus pi, pi minus 4, which is included in this interval, minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. And so value is pi minus 4. Now fifth, cos inverse cos tan. And we know that the range of principal value of cos inverse is close interval 0 to pi. Now pi, that means 3.14, and 3.14 is less than 10. That means this value is not included in this interval, and so we reduce this value according to this interval. Now 4 pi, that means 4 into 3.14, 12.56, 4 pi minus 10, 2.56, which is less than 3.14, and so this value is included in this interval. Now 4 pi minus 10, 2 pi, 4 pi minus 10, that means fourth quadrant, and in fourth quadrant cos function is positive, and so we can write cos 4 pi minus 10 is equal to cos 10. So cos inverse cos 10 is cos inverse cos 4 pi minus 10. Now 4 pi minus 10 is included in close interval 0 to pi. So cos inverse cos 4 pi minus 10 is 4 pi minus 10. So our answer is 4 pi minus 10. Now second question, prove the following. First, tan inverse 1 plus x upon 1 minus x is equal to pi by 4 plus tan inverse x, where x less than 1. Left hand side is tan inverse 1 plus x upon 1 minus x. Now take x equal to tan theta. That means we can write tan inverse 1 plus x upon 1 minus x as tan pi by 4 plus tan theta upon 1 minus tan pi by 4 into tan theta, because tan pi by 4 is 1, and here 1 minus x, that means x into 1 can be written as tan pi by 4 into tan theta. Now we know that tan alpha plus beta is tan alpha plus tan beta upon 1 minus tan alpha tan beta, and so we can write it as tan inverse tan pi by 4 plus theta. Tan inverse tan pi by 4 plus theta, that means pi by 4 plus theta for suitable value of theta. Now pi by 4 plus theta, and here we have taken x is equal to tan theta, that means theta is equal to tan inverse x. So pi by 4 plus theta is pi by 4 plus tan inverse x, which is right hand side. Hence proved. Now second, tan inverse x plus cot inverse x plus 1 is equal to tan inverse x square plus x plus 1. Now left hand side, tan inverse x plus cot inverse x plus 1. Now we know that cot inverse x is tan inverse 1 upon x, and so tan inverse x plus tan inverse 1 upon x plus 1. And we know that for x into y less than 1, tan inverse x plus tan inverse y is tan inverse x plus y upon 1 minus xy. Now here for these two quantities x and 1 upon x plus 1, multiplication is x upon x plus 1, which is less than 1, and so we can use this formula. Tan inverse x plus tan inverse 1 upon x plus 1 is tan inverse x plus 1 upon x plus 1, because y is replaced by 1 upon x plus 1 upon 1 minus x into y. Y is 1 upon x plus 1. Now taking LCM, tan inverse x into x plus 1 plus 1 divided by x plus 1 upon x plus 1 minus x upon x plus 1. After cancellation of x plus 1 from numerator and denominator, we can write tan inverse x into x, x square plus x into 1, x plus 1, and in denominator x plus 1 minus x. After cancellation of x, denominator will be 1, which is equal to tan inverse x square plus x plus 1, which is right hand side. Hence proved. Question number 3. Our question is, for suitable values of x and y, prove the following. First is tan inverse root x plus tan inverse root y is equal to tan inverse root x plus root y upon 1 minus square root of x into y. Let root x is equal to tan alpha and root y is equal to tan beta. Now left hand side is tan inverse root x plus tan inverse root y. That means tan inverse root x is tan alpha plus tan inverse root y. Root y is tan beta for suitable values of x and y, and so we can write it as alpha plus beta, number 1. Now right hand side, tan inverse root x plus root y upon 1 minus square root of x into y. Tan inverse root x is tan alpha plus root y is tan beta upon 1 minus root xy is root x into root y. That means tan alpha into tan beta. Now we know that tan alpha plus tan beta upon 1 minus tan alpha into tan beta is tan alpha plus beta. And so for suitable values of x and y, tan inverse tan alpha plus beta is alpha plus beta. Now from 1 and 2, left hand side and right hand side, both are alpha plus beta, and so we have proved tan inverse root x plus tan inverse root y is equal to tan inverse root x plus root y upon 1 minus root xy. Second, prove that tan inverse x plus root x upon 1 minus x raised to 3 by 2 is tan inverse x plus tan inverse root x. Now right hand side is tan inverse x plus tan inverse root x, and we know that tan inverse alpha plus tan inverse beta is tan inverse alpha plus beta upon 1 minus alpha beta. So tan inverse x plus tan inverse root x is tan inverse x plus root x upon 1 minus x into root x. Is equal to tan inverse x plus root x upon 1 minus x into x root x, that means x into root x is equal to x raised to 1 plus half, that means x raised to 3 by 2. So x into root x is x raised to 3 by 2, and which is left hand side. So we have proved tan inverse x plus root x upon 1 minus x raised to 3 by 2 is tan inverse x plus tan inverse root x. Now third, tan inverse 1 upon root 3 tan x by 2 is half cos inverse 1 plus 2 cos x upon 2 plus cos x. Now we know that left hand side is equal to right hand side if and only if 2 into tan inverse 1 upon root 3 tan x by 2 is equal to cos inverse 1 plus 2 cos x upon 2 plus cos x, and so we will prove this. Now we know that 2 tan inverse x is equal to cos inverse 1 minus x square upon 1 plus x square. Left hand side is 2 tan inverse 1 upon root 3 tan x by 2. 2 tan inverse 1 upon root 3 tan x by 2, that means here we replace 1 upon root 3 into x by 2 by x. X is replaced by this quantity, and so 2 into tan inverse, 2 tan inverse is cos inverse 1 minus x square. That means square of this quantity. 1 upon root 3, 1 by 3 tan square x by 2 upon 1 plus x square, that means square of this quantity 1 by 3 tan square x by 2. Taking LCM and after cancellation of 3 we get cos inverse 3 minus tan square x by 2 upon 3 plus tan square x by 2. Now tan square x by 2 is sin square x by 2 upon cos square x by 2, and so taking LCM sin square upon cos square, that means cos inverse 3 cos square x by 2 minus sin square x by 2 upon 3 cos square x by 2 plus sin square x by 2. Or we can say that turn tan x into sin upon cos. Now sin square x by 2, and we know that sin square theta is 1 minus cos square theta, and so we can write cos inverse 3 cos square x by 2 minus sin square is 1 minus cos square, so minus 1 plus cos square x by 2 upon 3 cos square x by 2 plus 1 minus cos square x by 2. Now 3 cos square x by 2 plus cos square x by 2 is 4 cos square x by 2 minus 1 upon 3 cos square x by 2 minus cos square x by 2, 2 cos square x by 2 plus 1. Now cos 2 theta is 2 cos square theta minus 1. That means 2 cos square theta is 1 plus cos 2 theta. We can write 2 cos square theta is 1 plus cos 2 theta, double angle formula. So cos inverse here 4 cos square x by 2, that means 2 into 2 cos square x by 2 using double angle formula, 2 into 2 cos square x by 2 minus 1 upon 2 cos square x by 2 plus 1 is equal to cos inverse 2 into 2 cos square x by 2 is 1 plus cos x minus 1 upon 1 plus cos x plus 1 is equal to cos inverse 2 plus 2 cos x minus 1 upon 1 plus 1 2 plus cos x is equal to cos inverse 2 minus 1 1 plus 2 cos x upon 2 plus cos x, which is right hand side, and so we have proved.